The Street Fighter 6 beta has just destroyed me. Ever since it's been gone, I just not have been in the mood to play any other fighting game. Cause I want to play some more Street Fighter 6.
Select tactics. Here we go.
Seriously, the only closest thing to a fighting game I've been playing is Multiverses. I have not touched Tekken, I have not touched KOF, but I'm not gonna touch KOF until Kim come anyway. But I just been playing a lot of Overwatch, which, Overwatch 1.5 is fun. But let's talk about some Street Fighter, so it'll do something for me. And by the way, I have tons and tons of clips of Overwatch, Street Fighter, and a whole bunch of other games down at Fresh Cut. So check it out in the link down below, see some cool clips. So yes, I got access to the Street Fighter 6 beta. Sadly for me, it was the PC version where I can run any game on my PC, but it's really hard for me to stream and play on that PC. So I had to put it down to the lowest settings. I had a few people ask me, why did the background look like that? Like, the characters themselves was okay, but the backgrounds were like blurry. But as long as I get to see the characters and them fight, that's in the hub looked fine. So that was the main thing about that. But when I wasn't recording or streaming, it looked freaking wonderful on max settings. The game ran perfectly and I loved every moment of it. Except one moment. Let me scratch that. Let me talk about the one bad thing that I personally didn't like about the beta, and I know it's not going to be in the full game. This was a beta thing. Well, actually, it's kind of like two things. One, could not find training mode at first. Luckily for me, there was somebody in my server that said, hey, this is how you do training mode. And I was like, oh, thank you. Good thing I saw that in the corner. And then when I went to another server, it was somebody there saying it too. So I'm like, okay, so people are going around telling people how to get the training mode in the server. So that's cool. But then my problem with training mode, there's no button. And sometimes I just wanted to train and I kept getting interrupted. And I'm like, dude, I just want to learn some tech. Don't get on the other side of the sticks. Leave me alone. Even when I decided to go to a dead server, within 10 minutes, somebody interrupted me. I said, are you serious? I purposely went down to this 37 server where it said nobody is at. And look who showed up. Why? Leave me alone. I just want to train. But I know in the actual game they're going to have a legit training mode. But, for the beta, you only can train at the arcade and there's no button. Oh my goodness! I cannot train! I just want to train! Even when somebody do join as it's processing, you can't even press no attack, so you know it's about to happen. Because I'm like, what the? I'm pressing buttons and nothing's happening. So, yeah, that was my only gripe. Everything else, smooth, sell-ins, excellent, fun. I did placements for Jury and got the silver first day. Second day, once I got a good feel of Street Fighter 6, I played Kimberly and got the gold. And also, to be fair, Kimberly's a lot easier character to use than Juri. I tried out all the characters but Chun-Li. I've never been interested in Chun-Li. She's a cool character, but just not for me. But didn't like the feel of Ryu like that. Kim was pretty cool. Luke is basically the new Shoto, and crouching medium punch is godlike with him. Jamie is extremely fun and the most well-animated, cool character. I love him. Kimberly, I want to say, is the strongest, easiest top-tier character. Her combos are so easy to do and they do so much damage. Juri is also heavy damage, but she is more technical than Kimberly, and you gotta watch her feng shui bar to do some of her ultimate combos. Gao, he's Gao. Flash kick and sonic boom, that whole stick. So yeah, the whole roster so far is great, and I can't wait to see what else they do with the rest of the roster. Surprisingly enough, they didn't announce a grapple character, so we can have a grappler in the beta. That kind of surprised me. So, we didn't have to, the noobs didn't have to deal with it. Maybe that's why they did it, because the noobs didn't have to deal with the grappling and then say, you know what, I don't want this game. They're like, oh, buy the game, then get body by grappler. We already got your money, bye. So, what makes Street Fighter 6 different from the other Street Fighters, especially like Street Fighter 5? Well, for one, the drive system and the V system are completely two different things. I love the drive system. Well, for one, you start off with a full stamina bar, which means you have your EX moves, you have utility to all, access to all your moves, and your super is in a different bar. I always love when they put super from a different bar from other stuff, so it's not like a comeback mechanic where you have to waste all your skills. Like, I never liked the fact that super and EX were in the same bar, because then, you know, high up there, people know that EX moves are going to be a lot better than wasting all the bar on a super, so we barely ever get to see supers most of the time. I want to see you do EX into supers so we can see some phenomenal combos. So I always love when they separate those two, so I'm glad that those two are separated. And I honestly love the stamina bar. Like, whew, that's my favorite concept about Street Fighter 6, and the fact that you can do drive impact, drive rush, and parrying from it. Before this game even came out, most people was like, is parry going to be broken from the way it looks of it? Back at EVO, parrying, I was like, oh, we don't got to worry about parry, because parry downtime takes forever to recover. So if you like parry a freaking light or a medium attack, you're not going to be just like, bow. No, it doesn't work that way. You can't do that. But if you perfect parry, yeah. And they severely nerfed perfect parry apparently. If you perfect parry somebody, it scales to 50%. So you're not going to get that high of a damage combo out of it. But you do still get a free combo out of it for perfect parrying. But parrying nonetheless is still useful than sometimes blocking, especially if you're going against like Gao and he's full screen just throwing sonic booms. Just sit there and parry. Especially if you have the life lead and he's just sitting there backing up doing that. I just sit there and parry. You gotta come to me now. Thank you for boosting back up my stamina bar. Now I'm ready to go. Bring your butt over here, Gao. Come on, let's fight. Which also brings me to Drive Rush. Basically, you can do Drive Rush out of any normal hit that you can cancel. Like any attack that you can do into a Hadouken, you can Drive Rush into that. And it somewhat changes the priority of your attack. I don't know the logistics of it, but most things become positive, or the frame. I don't know 100% of the framework. I just know my friend told me that, you know, when you do it that way, you're more safer on most of your attacks. But the thing I do like about Drive Rush is a really fast dash. So against people like Gao, if they do have the life lead and they're just standing back, you, instead of jumping for him to bait out the flash kick, you could Drive Rush in and then do a safe combo. And then now you're in there in his face to fight. Or you could Drive Rush into grab. I've seen that so many times. And it works a lot. Because they see Drive Rush coming at them, they're on their guard. They're usually ready to block because you're diving in super fast. So they're like, then you just grab them. I got caught by that a few times too. Because when you see that person turn green, come dashing at you, you're like, And I especially see this a lot with Jamie and Juri. Because honestly, they need it. Juri, if she didn't have that, she would not get in against nobody who's playing extremely defensive. If anybody's turning against Juri, if she didn't have Drive Rush, she would probably get destroyed. The dive kick ain't safe, her projectile is extremely slow and wastes a feng shui bar, and that's it. Same with Jamie. Jamie doesn't really have no good way to come in without being hurt so badly. Whereas the Kimberly can slide under projectiles and everybody else has a projectile. And the big one that I've seen a lot of people complain about, Drive Impact. And I don't want to say it's a skill issue, bro, get good. I understand, because this is just like how Street Fighter 4 was at the beginning. A lot of people hated focus attack and thought that thing was OP. But then people started exploiting it with, you know, the breakable moves or grabbing them out of it. And that's the same thing with Drive Impact. I feel like Drive Impact is just focus attack 2.0. I gave them 10 minutes, I did no such thing. Ooh, that was a cool grab. Ooh, I did it just in time. Let's go! Somebody please clip that one. That was perfect. You can parry it, you can jump over it, you can grab it, and hit it 3 times and it will break. So people like Jamie's 1-2-3 target combo breaks right through it. But most importantly, you can Drive Impact right back. If they do Drive Impact first, you automatically win. And you would Drive Impact them, and now you got a free combo. And honestly, to me, it is one of the most expected moves that somebody's going to do if you're in the corner. If your back is against the wall, a good chance, I want to say 75% chance, they're going to Drive Impact you. So you should be ready to either parry, jump, or drive impact right back, or even grab they're close enough doing it. Because there's been many times where I've spammed it when you're in the corner because I want that free combo. Or you especially if you out of stamina bar, I want to stun you. I want to mess with you. I want to destroy you. So I'm going for the drive impact. But I've seen a lot of people complain saying like, oh my goodness, this is such a brain dead move, or people are just using it, it's too OP. I honestly don't, it is a strong move, but I don't think it's OP. Because you also have tools to it. It only costs 1 stamina, which I honestly think it should cost at least 2. Because 1 is, that's not enough. It should have been 2. But yeah, everybody has access to it, and honestly, once people start playing Street 6 a little more, they will be more in tune to be ready for guard impact and use parry more. Because I know a lot of people don't really use parry that much. I didn't really see nobody doing parries in placement or even in gold. I didn't see parries that much until about platinum. I was like, okay, there we go. People are starting to actually use this a little bit more. I felt like I was the only one using it, or most of the time when I watch other people stream, I would see like Max or Justin Wong do it. But I honestly didn't fight. I honestly didn't fight against a lot of people who was doing parries. But all in all, the drive system, I love it. This is amazing. It takes notes from 3 and 4, which was 2 of my favorite Street Fighters. It put it all together, and like, yes, I love this. I love that we have a simplified parry, but it's not extremely good like the third one, or hard to use like the third one, because some people really couldn't get down pressing forward in time for the parry. So I love how they did this one. I love the focus attack, well, drive impact. I love how they use it, but you know, again, if somebody's in the corner, they're gonna try to use it, so just be prepared for it. In drive rush, oh my goodness, that helps so much for characters who don't have projectiles and need to get in without jumping, because everybody knows how to play defense and anti-air the crap out of you. Oh, extra battles. It's fun, I love it. I was having a lot of fun with that. One thing though, where the one, it tells you to do something, so you know, Simon Says style. And one of them was taunt. Ken has, hey, come on, bing, hey, come on, bing, hey, come on, bing. Kimberly over here, ready to go, bing, ready to go. I'm like, oh my goodness, I picked the wrong character for this. Or she has one where she throws up the ninja signs, and it takes freaking forever. Oh my goodness. And don't get me started about Jamie. Jamie got some of the best taunts, but they take forever, so you might as well not even taunt with those two. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, Juri has a JoJo reference.
Killer beam, or whatever.
I love that character so much, but the whole foot thing when you pick her during character select, why? Why do they do that? I'm getting tired of these foot jokes. Oh, you're a Juri man, you must like feet. And yeah, I heard it already. Stop it. I like her for her gameplay. Go away. But extra battles are extremely fun. Hopefully we get more than just those 2 types, because that will get boring real quick. No, well actually they showed a whole bunch of different ones during the trailer for like the Mega Man helmet thing and some other stuff. So yeah, there's going to be more than just the bull run in there. So yeah, I'm extremely hyped for that. That's fun. Just cool down, just turn off your brain and have some fun. Create a character. Yo, I've seen some monstrosities. Some people got some of the weirdest stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Why? You okay with this? Also, I find it funny that there's a preset for Seth in Akuma. Well, it's not really Seth. It's kind of Seth. It's human skin color Seth. So you can change, you know, the color to pale white so he can look more like Seth, but that's definitely like Seth's arms, eyes, and chest. But I don't know why they made it human skin color. They made it kind of weird. But they also have a preset for Akuma, which is cool. And other presets are cool. Like, I love how deep the customization is, even to the point that you can have your hair and then put one spot a different color and then move it all around. And at first, when I first saw it, they had like the dreads in the back, white tips, with, you know, the black in the front, like how I used to have them. But then I was like, oh, you can move them around. So then I made my character half black, half white, which was really cool. I was thinking about doing half pink, half white for Devil Trigger and Rose, which I'm probably gonna do. But yeah, I mean, it's just the beta, and I knew it was permanent, so you couldn't change it. But later, I was gonna just You can change as much as you want once the game comes out. Hopefully, they better not make that a whole. Oh, you're permanently look like that. That would be a no. Like, don't do that. They're gonna allow you to make your monstrosity. I ran into my boy, the Muffin Man. I ran into True Underdog. I was stopped by. I'm like, wait a minute. I took a picture of it and hit him up on Twitter. He's like, yep, that's me. That's my monstrosity. I saw Max running around. I've seen almost all of Yo Video Games running around. I saw Kenny chilling. Ko was sitting at the table just like in BB Tag, had a line of people just waiting to fight him. I was like, it never fails. From BB Tag to Street Fighter 6. Oh, by the way, that's one of the things I do love. I do love the hub of BB Tag, and I'm glad this is like an extreme version of BB Tag's hub. So it's great. And like, hopefully there's just a straight casual mode where you can just find a match. Because I hate when it's just like that, because then you can't really find a match. That's one of the things I really do not like about Guilty Gear. But all in all, my experience was phenomenal. I loved it. Training mode. When you saw the clip, if I posted it, you like, come on, man, really? But all in all, I had a great time. Jury felt amazing. Kimberly felt amazing. I'm going to either post. I'm gonna post the Kimberly videos because those are really good videos on here. But everything else is gonna be on my second channel. All my day 1 and 2 stuff. But my main stuff with Kimberly is gonna be on this channel. So hope you enjoy that. And remember, if you want to see the clips, they'll be on Fresh Cut. Link down below. Until next time, it was your boy Slick. See ya.